Hey Audrey, this is Mimi, and I, you know, made that proposition to you about getting a new suitcase, and in return, would you use your actress abilities and cut me a little demo? That'd be perfect or anything. Um, but I realize this is a new concept, so maybe I could guide you through it. I am going to show you kind of what you're looking for in a demo. First, you introduce your suitcase. This is a mono. You're going to be doing the expanded carry-on Quince. They have two models. One's a plain carry-on, shorter, and one is a carry-on with expansion, a little bit bigger. And they're great suitcases, or so they seem. I've looked at some videos, but I'm not sure. So I thought it'd be great to see a teenager going on her first international trip. Could she pack in there for the, 8, 9 days that we're going to be gone? Okay, the thing is that I liked about it, it's almost a duplicate of the Mono, which is what this is. Now, the reason I've always liked the Mono is the fact it has a compression bar. A lot of suitcases, cheap ones, just have cross straps. They're okay, but they're not really helping you compress your stuff. These little bars really do. Mine comes from the top to the bottom. I think the Quince will come from the side, and you flap over it this way, but you still have two straps to go over it that you pull to tighten down. So it seems like a good compromise. Now, the one thing one little tiny flaw, which may not turn out to be a flaw, in the Quince they have the expansion. It means it'll come up about 1 more inch to give you a little bit more room for more clothes, or maybe you had souvenirs coming back or something. But they made it on this side, which is where the bars are, which I wish they had done it on this side, the flat side, so that it would have raised up where you put more bulky clothes. But nevertheless, we will see if we can do it. Now I'm going to show you how I would pack it to get awkward things in, to get the things that that you could fit in that would, touch base with what you would really be packing, or just to demonstrate the room. When you're doing it, you could actually, you know, get your clothes ready that you think you might wear that time, and just for the fun of it, and just pack and see what it would hold. Now, sometimes I use cubes, so I'm demoing with cubes. I like cubes because many times we have multiple stops. We have 2 hotels in London and 1 in Paris, stopover in Belgium, and the overnight flight. So we've got a lot of stops. The thing about cubes is that I can pack like a pair of pants, a top, underwear, anything that I'm going to wear with that outfit just in one cube. And most of them will fit into a medium, or even the little small is great sometimes for small clothes. And then when I go to a stop, I don't have to dig through my suitcase. I can just pick out, the top layer, pick out a cube, and know that everything I want's in the cube. And sometimes I roll. It's really according to how you want to fit. But nevertheless, that's just why I want to demo using different combinations of ways that you can pack, and what I know people commonly do. So the first thing I thought about, what if I wanted to take a raincoat, because it's going to rain, maybe not, but more than likely. So I took my little trusty raincoat that's basically a travel one. It squishes up. It's really small. And I'm going to put it right here in the middle, because I want to fill up these little gaps they have in here, because you got the bars there, which always seems to me kind of makes some cuts in on your space and how you pack. But you can utilize those. Then I thought, what if it's really, really muddy? You know how my luck is. What if I wanted a pair of boots? These are kind of cute, they're kind of different, but they're heavy. That's why I don't normally take boots. But what if I did? Because I have some little vinyl covers that go over shoes too to protect. But what if I did really want to take the dumb things? Let's just demo how you could pack them. You put the heel at the top into that little space. You do the same thing for the other side. In this case, I could either lay it down here. I would probably lay it on the opposite end to just keep your weight balanced. balanced a little bit. And then these are cubes. The long is what things I put all underwear in, bras in, and stuff. They fit right here in those little spaces too. Now, you didn't have cubes, you can use Ziploc bags, quart Ziploc bags, or gallon or something. Same thing, you can fold them over, take the air out, and squish them. Do you see now how we've used all that empty space that goes down between the handles? Now, let's just say I was going to use a cube. Maybe I have 2 outfits in here because it's a big one. I would put it down and kind of in the middle. And then what if I had a smaller one that might have pajamas in it? It might have, miscellaneous tops or whatever. I would put that in there. Now, this is going to fit in mine, and yours will actually have come up an inch higher because you have the expanded. But nevertheless, what you want to demo is that what can it hold? If you can put more in it to demo, that's great too. But for our practical purposes, now the demo, you start off, yours is going to flap from this side over, and your straps are going to go this way. Mine come from this way. I make them loose. I just put them in to catch them because they're always adjustable. And then the reason I put them in loose, I just wanted to get them attached, right? Now, even like that is good, but now compression means you pull that strap, and all of a sudden, what used to be up here is down here. It makes a difference of how many clothes you can pack. Those little cross bars, are straps in most suitcases. They're nice. They kind of hold them in there. But to be honest, they don't do anything to compress space. So that's what I would put, let's just say, over on that side. Now let's see what we have. And I put my pillow underneath it just so you can see it tilted a little bit. Let's say, because I'm going to a conference, Europe is a little more dressier than, the U.S. I'm going to a conference where people will be business casual. So I have 4 pairs of what I call all kinds of pants. They can be dress pants, they can be casual. They're nice, they don't wrinkle. I rolled them just to demonstrate the roll, and I didn't even roll them tight. I'm just doing it basically. But I have 4 pairs of pants, and by putting, different tops in with them, rotating the blazers even, you can get, 5 or 6 outfits with 4 pairs of pants. And I'm just going to roll them, putting them in the 4 corners. Now, because I am going to a conference where the rooms are chilly, we're going to go to high tea probably at one point with a little dressier. I don't really want to take a dress because I'll probably get cold knowing me. So I decided to take a couple blazers. Blazers with a dressy, cashmere sweater can all of a sudden make the difference. And you get all of a sudden your casual outfit goes super dressy. And I have a gray one and a black one, which is pretty versatile. So I'm just going to put one on top of the other. Now, they're really not taking up much room. They seem like they are, but they aren't because they're going to go down. And you could probably pack 4 cashmere sweaters right on top because cashmere, I do cashmere in the wintertime because when you travel, they're so soft and they don't take up any room like bulky sweaters. And although I do have one. So then you just zip it up. You see how much room I have to put so much more on top? Okay, so now when you did your suitcase, when you first opened it up, you had already opened the expansion. So yours would be sitting a little higher than here, meaning you can get a lot more in. Then you're just going to close it. And you want to show your people, is it easy? Do I have it too tight? But as you can see, there's so little in this thing right now that it just zips really easy. So which means I could have put probably 10 more sweaters or t-shirts or whatever. Now, if this was yours, you would have this expanded about a ½ inch. What I always do is expansions, and you might just want to try it for yourself, is that after I get it all done, it's all packed, things out to here, I set it on flat like this, and I start zipping, pushing down and zipping up that expansion. Because what that does, expansion almost acts as a second compression. And now it also makes your suitcase smaller in terms of anything else. And that might be good if you were doing an overhead. In our case, we're checking in. I would use definitely a suitcase cover. I didn't do that for this one. We went to Florida and it came back so filthy. I don't know what those baggage Carol tossed it in. Black all over it. It had blue stripes on it from rubbing on something. It was a mess. But the nice thing about these things, they come with a little Mr. Clean sponge. But also, I just don't know where mine is, so I just took a Brillo pad, washed it really good, rinsed it off, and as you can see, it's nice. But you better believe I will have a suitcase cover when we go. So the one I gave you for your small one will stretch and fit something like this, your Quince. Or if the new suitcase inspires you, then, you know, maybe you want to design your own suitcase cover that we can protect it with. We will be checking it in a lot. I think that's all. But hopefully you will take my gift of a new suitcase. I'm thinking the green one would be nice for you. They have a beige, black, and green, like a dark green. And navy, the trouble with black is that it just never can, it blends in with everything too much. The navy is nice, but everybody and their neighbor seems to have navy. And once again, it's just easy to get it mixed up with someone else's. The green is a little bit different. Not that many people have dark green. It's really pretty. And it gives you a little bit more of individuality. So, what do you think about the challenge? You think that you would like to get a new suitcase as a gift? It's an early Christmas gift, so you know the trip technically is all birthdays and gifts, but this would be like an early Christmas present, think of it that way, and give you time to look it over, think about it. You can do it any way you want. You can make it a funny video, you make it a serious video, you have a friend do it with you if you want to. You could do another suitcase side by side just to show the difference on how things pack. There's no right or wrong. I just think it would be great to see how a teenager would pack a suitcase. How would a teenager figure out the dynamics of it? Would it be something cool enough that she would like? So these are plain. There's nothing fancy really about their outside. And Quince is the same. They look almost identical. They have a terrific lifetime practically guarantee. The wheels are good on these things, and that's what you'll want to check on yours too. Once you get it filled up, can you roll it? Is it easy? Is it hard? Does the handle go up early, easy to operate? Is it real wiggly? So you see mine aren't really wiggly. And you can push them down, you know, how easy is it? I know mine has a strap on the side and the top. Does Quince do that? Because it is nice to have a handle on each side. But, you know, you can also live if it's only one on top. So, what do you think? You want to have some fun? And there's no hurry, there's no time limit. You can do it anytime. I know schoolwork takes up a lot. But I just thought, if you're looking for just a fun activity, get to write your own script, maybe